What's up, guys? Welcome back to the FNG Academy. Buck here, former Green Beret, here to help you guys get selected. All right, first of all, I just want to say a couple things. Huge shout out to Sean from Vigilance Elite. I'm nerding out a little bit. He just subscribed to the channel. That's an honor, man. Second, I just want to say thank you to all you guys who've been donating to the Green Beret Foundation. We're over $1,000 already, and it's only been a week. I can't thank you enough. Every dollar that you guys are spending is going back to a Green Beret and or his family members. Whether it's a loss of a Green Beret and their family members need help, flying them to the funeral services, helping with COVID relief, they could hit up the Green Beret Foundation, and those guys are so amazing over there. They just take care of them. They do anything they can for them. So every dollar that you spend donating is so huge, and it makes such an impact on the community that you guys are trying to join. You never know. Once you get to the community, it could be you that relies on the GBF to give you some financial relief. And you're going to be so thankful that you donated to them and we're giving back to them because they have the funds then to help you out. And that's what they do, man. So thank you guys. All right, so that being said, we're going to kind of go on a story time today about someone from my selection class, from my SFAS class. This guy's a total badass. And yes, he ended up graduating. And yes, he ended up becoming a Green Beret. And his story is so cool because I didn't realize it at the time, but it just embodies what it means to be a Green Beret, what it means to be in special operations. I don't care if it's a SEAL, MARSOC. If you are in special operations, you understand this and you know that failure is not an option. As long as there's a way forward, you're going down that path. And it doesn't matter how many doors get shut in front of you. You don't sit there and pout or cry about it or bitch about it or say, woe is me, if only this door were open to me. You fucking find the open route and you go fucking get after it. And I'm going to tell you a quick story today about a buddy of mine who did that in selection. And it was awesome, man. Like, it inspired me throughout my entire career, and it still inspires me to this day. So, SFAS, we all know land nav is a motherfucker. It sucks. It's hard. There's so much shit that can go wrong. You get stuck in a draw. You lose your map. You lose your fucking protractor. You lose your rifle. There's so many things that could happen to just fuck up finding all your points, that it's kind of a scary thing. And a lot of guys fail because of land navigation, because there's just so many things that can go wrong, which make it such a great part of any selection, because it's forcing people to be highly stressed and think at the same time, which is a lot of what special operations is all about. So let me tell you the story. Well, actually, I'll hit the tip. I'm going to give you a tidbit for all you guys going to selection that's really going to save your ass. And I'll give it to you after the story. So Ryan goes to take a knee so he could check his map. He's doing really well. He's finding all his points. He's crushing it. He takes a knee. He sets his rifle up against a tree, and he starts mapping out his next point, or doing a double check for his next point to make sure he knows where he's going. All of a sudden, he hears somebody walking up, and is a buddy of his that he knew from SOPSI, so from training, from the train up. And his buddy, you're not supposed to talk to each other. So Ryan's trying not to pay attention to him, he's focused on his thing. And his buddy says, hey man, how you doing? And he sounds kind of panicked. And Ryan's like, I'm good, dude, I'm good. How are you? Everything good? And he's like, yeah, man, all good. Thanks, later. And takes off. Ryan doesn't think anything of it, finishes plotting out his next leg, puts all his shit away, gets ready to rock out, looks to his right, and his rifle's gone. The dude came up and stole his fucking rifle. He lost his and then just found the first person he could and jacked their fucking rifle. First of all, if you're that guy, fuck you. You're a savage. You're a piece of shit. That's not a cool thing to do. That's not what I mean when you find a way. Now, Ryan, on the other hand, instead of sitting there crying about the fact that his chances of getting selected just went from probably 90% to about fucking 2%, he didn't sit there and be like, I failed. Fuck, that guy screwed me, and get bitter. He thought, is there a way I can get through this? Is there something I could do? So his ass land naved back to the cadre hut and basically did a solo operation to get to the cadre hut without getting caught and take one of the rubber duckies, the rubber rifles that are piled from the candidates that already quit. So there's a huge pile sitting outside their hut. And if you're cadre during this time, you're going to be like, that motherfucker. He land nav back to the cadre hut, snuck up there without any of the cadre, which there's a bunch all over that place, and took a rifle from the pile, finished land nav, finished selection, finished the Q course, and earned his Green Beret. And if you can't see the value in taking that moment of defeat, taking that moment of failure, and instead of lashing out onto somebody else, finding a way to get through it, just any way, whatever he could do, well then, I don't know what to tell you, man, because that shit is badass. So that's a story I wanted to tell you guys because it was so impactful for me to hear him tell it and just be like, dude, that is fucking crazy. I can't believe, first of all, you had the balls. Second of all, you got away with it. And third of all, you overcame that. Like, I couldn't even imagine just looking to my right and just my fucking stomach sinking, knowing that guy just fucked me. But being like, you know what? There's a way. There's a route to get through this. There is a way I could get back to where I was. Not only did he have to so think about how hard that was. So instead of going to his next point where he was at, he has to go all the way back to the cadre hut, get the rifle, and then reroute all the way back to the last point that he needed in time to make it. Dude, just nuts. It's such a badass story. So now to the tidbit to help you guys out there going to selection. This gets a lot of people. It almost got me. Never, ever set your rifle down against a tree or on the floor. I did it one time. I knew not to do it. I did it one time and I lost my fucking rifle for about 5 minutes. And it was the worst 5 minutes of my life. I was fucking panicking. I put it up against a tree. I had to check the azimuth on the road. And I thought, it's all right. It's on this tree, on this corner. Well, it was a 4-way fucking intersection. So now there's 4 corners and there's 25 trees on those 4 corners. And I lost the damn thing because I got disoriented. Never do that. Anytime you go to set your rifle down to plot your course, to plot your next point, you set that rifle up against your knee when you're taking a knee, up against your side, or you lay it on your foot. It is always connected to your body. So that way, when you forget, not if, but when you forget your rifle and you stand up, it falls and hits the ground. Or you kick it as you're going to step out because it's laying on your foot. Take it or leave it, guys. I'm telling you. You think that it's something little, but you know, a guy in my selection class, is kind of funny because he's a scuba diver, and I was like, "What happened, dude?" He's like, "I lost my rifle in Scuba Road, so I quit." I'm like, motherfucker, you're a scuba diver, dude. Get your ass down there and fucking find it. Like, fuck that, dude. If my rifle dropped into Scuba Road, which for all you guys don't know, it's like a creek, and it was up to here on me. I'm sure that varies throughout the year. But if I drop my fucking rifle in Scuba Road, I'm gonna be duck diving to the bottom of that fucking lake until I run out of time trying to find my rifle. You don't fucking give up. If there's a way forward, you take it and you move forward. And if you hit a wall and you quit, well then it's time to find another fucking career path. All right, guys. I hope that helps. I hope that provides a little bit of insight and inspiration. Again, we're here to help you. We're here to get the next fucking warriors wearing that green beanie, wearing that fucking tan beanie, so we could have the right people, and the special operations community continues to grow and get stronger and stronger because you guys are the tip of the spear, and you guys are the ones out protecting our country. We're out of the fight. You guys are still in it. Catch you later.